So the CAT is over. CAT 2020. This is not an analysis video. This is more of a rant. This is me trying to I'm wondering what was today. Let's start with the logic of not sharing the pattern of the test. Yes, you did share the pattern of the test. We're going to have 3 sections, 40 minutes each. You didn't give the number of questions. Yet, it's slot number 1, slot number 2, slot number 3 had the same structure. Whoever went and took slot number 1, they didn't do anything. The instruction in the beginning did not even say how many questions per section. Nothing. So I have people had to sit in, and it did talk about DLR. You know that it did say in the instruction did say that DLR is going to have 2 sets with 6 questions and 3 sets with 4 questions, but it was silent for the rest of the thing. So people in the slot number 1 had to actually go there and figure out what the paper is and create a strategy, while somebody in slot number 3 had some time to understand what the paper is. Not that it helped them, not that it helped them, but at least mentally they were prepared. I don't know why you said that we're going to keep it a surprise. It's going to be a surprise because we don't share things, right? We are IIM after all. We don't share. We every single class you'll come here to the class and it will be a surprise class every day. And the IIM's all class surprise. It didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Across the globe, we have you are creating a test which is conducted across 3 slots, and you have a normalization process. I'm sure that everybody should have been in the same footing, at least understanding what the test is. You gave a question paper, then said that we'll ask anything. This may not be the pattern. Pattern can be anything. What was the sample test for? Anyway, let's leave that. You had 3 slots and you have a normalization process. Look at the DLR in slot number 1 and DLR in slot number 2 and slot number 3. These are 3 different tests. The kind of question, the level of difficulty was not consistent across 3 slots. And I don't know. But yes, as somebody can eventually come out and say that the normalization is going to work eventually, but the come on, this is we are already going through some tough time. COVID. I am in thought you should have been a little more considerate. That's what I'm saying. Let's talk about VARC. Obviously, I'm going to sit and crib, and you know that obviously you might obviously come back and say that you crib because your prediction did not come true. Yes, my prediction did not come true. I predicted, of course. I thought they're going to be sensible. You'll give a set of questions that can be completed within the 40 minutes, 4 passages, 400, 450, 500 words each. And people take about what, 9 minutes to solve a passage. 9 minutes solve a passage. 9 4s are 36 minutes. 4 minutes left for the BA. If you are giving choices, give 100 question in VRs. What is this? The questions were good. I can tell you, the questions were good, well thought, well created questions. But I think they could have done slightly better. That's what I think. And at the end of the day, life goes on. Life moves on. Eventually, there'll be a winner. There'll be some losers, and nobody crips. But I think that at the end of the day, CAT needs to be a test which is much more standardized. It should be a test like the GMAT or the GRE or today even the NMAT, for example. It should be a test which should be standardized. If let's say if we're going to come back and say that surprise is going to be the critical element of an exam, that doesn't make any sense. Do we go to a class saying that as a faculty of IM, saying that today I'm going to surprise? What is the lesson tomorrow? Surprise. Everything surprise. How is life? Surprise. What I I don't know what you did with the test. I think that you could have done far better with this test, and I'm sure that people these are important for the test takers, right? The test takers are after all your future students, and you have to assume that people like me or somebody who's a teacher or a coaching class can impact and impact the performance of students as an institute. That's crazy. Why are we the enemies anyways? We can't be. So if just because somebody knows the structure, the pattern, the consistency and level of difficulty across the whole section, knowing that this is what the test is, I don't think that is going to have any sort of impact. So look at all the tests across the globe, all the standardized tests. That's how it's created. So whatever it is, please ensure that you create good or and the worst, have one slot and let everybody take the test in the one slot and do whatever surprise that they want to do. It would have made far better sense. So what is my analysis of the test? Yeah, life goes on. Life moves on. There'll be some people have done well, some people have not done well. There'll be a lot of frustration. The some people will be happy next week, but I think that's a reflection on you as an institute. Have to figure out this process, right? So we already have enough problems. Every school has got different criteria in terms of some 10 score, 12 score, this marks, that marks, weightage for this test, weightage for that test. And I'm sure that you've got some logic in terms of why you're doing this, but at least a test like this, I think that you could have done slightly better. That's my thought. But I must also tell you, it was a good set of questions that he created. Just that I think that this was all bungled. Ah, Indian Institute of Management is supposed to manage a test, man. That's all I thought I should say.